Hey everybody, how's it going? Today I'm going to be changing the headlights on my 2002 Jetta MK4 2-liter engine, but it's the same for any Jetta MK4. You're going to need a few things to change the headlights. Of course, you're going to need some new headlight bulbs, of course, and in this particular case, they're 9007. I'm going with the silver stars. You need a flat screwdriver. You know, doesn't have to be huge. You're just going to be using it for prying off some clips. A Phillips screwdriver, I'm using a little magnetic thing to hold the screws, and I'm also using this instead of the regular Phillips, just because I'm lazy and that's the kind of guy I am. So I'll bring you over here to the car and see if I can set you up so you get some kind of better view here. Let's see. Let me see. All right, that's not too bad. So what you're going to want is this little cover off, first of all. So that's where the screwdriver comes in handy. Pop the clip off, pop that clip off, and then there's a little cover that slides right off. And that's it. It's got a little rubber seal inside. It just stops water from getting inside the back of the headlight housing. There you go. So that pops off. And from here it's simple. You just move that clip out of the way. There's a ring that goes around it. Let's see if you guys can see it. Not really. You'll see. I'll show you when I take it off. Anyway, you want to turn that ring counterclockwise. You can either take it off first or after, but there you go. Where's everything? Okay. The clip comes off. You just lift the one end and pull it off the light. If you're going to keep these lights, mine are still good. They're not dead, so I'm going to keep them as spares. Don't touch the bulb. Oil from your hands gets on there. Now this is how they go in the housing. So your bulb will fit inside the housing. It's got 3 little notches in it. Sorry. There we go. So you want to line those up so this fits snug and the O-ring sits inside the housing. Then you slide this over top and it goes on and turns clockwise to latch it on there. See, it's got little stepped, ramped up thingies that hold it in place. So we'll take that off, set that aside. We'll take one of the new bulbs out of the package. Oh great, this is one of those lovely packages. Just hold on a second here. Take that out. Again, being careful not to touch the bulb itself. And compare it to the old one, make sure you're right. You got the same amount of prongs in there. Same latch, everything, same depth. Looks good, looks the same. Now this one I noticed when it came out, it had the catch facing out. So we'll put it back in the same way. Make sure that's in all. Okay, I think we're in. And we'll take the ring, the retainer ring, put that on. This is the trickiest part, is getting everything in there, getting the bulb to sit in right. And again, be very careful not to touch the glass at all. There we go. Now it's in place. You just kind of fidget with it until you get it set in there. Once you have it in place properly, this ring should go on and turn relatively easy. There you go. That's it. We'll put the plug back on the bulb. Now before we put the cover back on, we want to turn on the headlights and make sure they're working. So, all right. Car on, headlights on. All right. Let's pull this back. Check it out. There you go. So that one's a little yellow. This one's a little more bright. Any brightness advantage to me is a bonus. I mean, said my eyes are getting crappy and shut it off. Alright. So that's that one. And then you just, hold on, let me get you guys set back up over here. There we go. Turn our light back on so you can see something. Put this on, back, it goes like that. Put it back in place, make sure it's fully seated. And just put the clips back on. They push on by hand, not difficult at all. This side's a little more involved, but not too bad. Let's bring you over here and see what's what. Alright, just trying to get you guys a good angle here. Okay, let's get some light so you can see what's going on. Go up a bit. There we go. Too much. Okay, so this side you're going to have to take off this piece and then it'll have the same cover behind. So let's just set the light up there. Does that help you guys? Can you see any better there? Oh yeah, that's a little better. And here's where we'll take these two screws out. One. Two. And then this piece just lifts straight out. So let's put that down over there. And this is the same thing, the two clips over the holder. Just pop those off. Easy enough there. And easy enough there. A little less room here because the battery's in the way, but same idea. You lift that out, turn your retaining ring, pull it out, and remove the connection off of the light, and there we go. The old light up there, go get a new one. Alright, there's our new bulb. We know it matches the old ones. So we'll stick this one in here. That. And again, you gotta play with it to make sure it seats itself all the way in or you'll never get that retaining ring on. Come on. You see on the bulb itself, see if you guys can see this. You got, where are we? There we go. See there's 3 notches out and they need to go in a certain place in the housing. So if you can get that lined up right off the bat, you're golden. Okay, I think we're in there, or not. Definitely awkward in here, but not impossible. It's just that there's no space is the biggest problem here. Okay, just a second here. Let me pause this and see if I can get a better light. Just a sec. Okay, I had to do a little creativity. The bulb, here's one of the old ones. I've got the new one in and I'm not going to take it out. It has this rubber O-ring that goes around it. And what was happening was it was getting caught on the thing. So I just took a bit of grease, just general purpose grease here. You could use anything, dielectric grease, whatever you want. And I just ran a little bit around on the O-ring, just, you know, on the surface of the O-ring. Make sure you don't get any on the bulb. And then it should slide back into place properly, as this one did. And then, just like the other side, take the retaining ring. And if you got the bulb on properly, this should turn fairly easy. It did, and locked. And we just take the connector, put it on the bulb. And again, before we put everything back together, let's try the lights. They both work. So let's just put it back together. Get the cover back on the proper way. It's nothing difficult. It's just a little fidgety in here, that's all. There's not a lot of room. I mean, if you want, you can take the battery off. Take the battery out, I mean. But I didn't find that necessary. That clip on. This one on. That one's on. Slide this cover back down here. Make sure it's in the right place. Driver. Put the two screws back in. Well, that's as good as that one gets. Okay. Let me just take a second here and wipe off the lenses, just so we can get a better look at how they are. Okay. Let's bring it over to the front of the car and have a look-see. Let's go. Zoom you back out. Let's pull them off. And there we go. Now let's go turn the car on. Of course, these headlights never come on without the car on. Those are your running lights, headlights, high beams. And that's it. It's just that easy. I mean, it shouldn't take any more than 15 minutes tops. Would have been quicker if I wasn't doing a video, but there you go. Wouldn't be anything for you guys to see if I didn't do the video. So that's it. I'm just finishing topping it up with oil, and I'll put the extra bulbs away. It's always good to keep spares. Filled up the washer fluid. I've been going through like a tank of washer fluid a day. It's been above zero here, above freezing. So we had a big dump of snow and then it got above freezing. So it's really messy on the roads right now. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Any questions, feel free to ask down below and I'll answer the best I can. See you later.